we are here with Harry Dale from Physio Focus, and we're having a chat about being dads. I'm a very new dad with a 6.5-week-old at home. Harry has a
2-month-old today.
And gee whiz, isn't it interesting trying to get dads involved in their health? Some dads are super active, some dads, you just don't see them because they don't need to come in for years and years.
Yep.
Tell us about being a dad, interacting with dads at your clinic maybe. What sort of a day like for you, Harry?
Yeah, I think, I guess the biggest thing for me as a very new dad is the massive curveball it throws to lifestyle, and particularly about the time you prioritise to your own health. So
hard.
You know, the challenge that I'm navigating at the moment is how do I get back into doing some exercise and trying to make sure I get back into all the lifestyle habits that were a little bit easier when I didn't have someone to depend on, which, to be honest, I'm trying to navigate at the moment. But I like the idea of things that are quick and easy, going for a jog straight out the door so you don't have any other prep time, or feeding something around work. So we're lucky working in a physio clinic with a gym. I can try and do a quick little workout here and there, and maybe it looks like 20 or 30 minutes rather than an hour, so that I'm able to get home quick enough to be helpful. But yeah, it's definitely a challenge, definitely one that I wasn't thinking too proactively about beforehand.
Because I find kids are heavy, right? Like, your kid gets very heavy very quickly, and yes, you get a certain amount of exercise carrying a bassinet, pushing a pram, sure. But if I didn't have a gym on the public park near where I live, it would be very hard to get to the gym. Like, I can take the kid for a walk in the pram and do a couple push-ups, a couple of stretches while they're asleep, but it's really hard. And that's why we often see a lot of dads with back injuries or deconditioned a few years down the track.
Absolutely. I think it just comes down to trying to find a balance, right, of how much time can I take for myself versus how much time can I give to my kid and my partner to try and support them. And, you know, there's a level of guilt I think everyone feels about trying to go away and look after themselves, particularly in these crazy early stages where you're trying to work out what to do. But I think, as you alluded to, it's just every little bit helps. I think we just got to accept the fact that things aren't going to be perfect, and they're not going to, maybe your workout's not going to look at like what it did before you had the little bub. And if you are doing a few push-ups here and a bit of a jog there, I think that's a win, to be honest with you. And I'm sure things will settle down as the bub gets a little bit older and you get a little bit more of a routine. But you're right, definitely. I think lifestyle habits are easy to change to fall into bad habits, and then it's something that's a little bit harder to get back into a positive habit. So I think you just got to continually keep trying to reframe what you need and what works for you, because definitely I can even see in my own life at the moment, I buggered my back up straight after having the bub because you're just sleep deprived and not looking after yourself. So it's, learn by making those mistakes, try and work it out after that.
And I think being a dad now, and don't get me wrong, I'm 7 weeks in, I'm by no means an expert, but having that experience helps me see what the dads I treat are going through. It helps me understand why they're in the position they're in. So tell me about where you work at Physio Focus.
Yeah.
What's a day like for you? What sort of things are you treating? What's your
so
areas of interest?
General physiotherapy clinic, so it's relatively widespread. We treat back pain, neck pain, chronic pain conditions. We also treat a lot of sporting injuries, so we do a lot of post-op ACLs, shoulder reconstructions, rotator cuff injuries, ankle sprains, that kind of thing. I think we do the active rehab and education really, really well. We've got a big sports rehab clinic in Caringbah where we have a full gym that's manned by physios and exercise physiologists all the time for people to come in and complete their rehab space. And then we've got 11 beds up at the Guy Meir Clinic where we can 11 beds, yeah. So they're large clinics, and we've got another smaller clinic in Cronulla as well. So I guess it's a broad spectrum. We don't treat hands or women's health, but pretty much everything else we're across.
Nice. Well, let's enjoy the party. But I'm sure if any dads are looking for help and healthcare, you'd be very happy to see them.
Absolutely, 100%.